went to Edison. Me and my brother went to. I went to Miami. Then my brother got the whole family vibe in him. He fought.
I see that right.
And he went to.
This nigga been rude like this since he walked in the door. He don't even care about the fact that we are filming a
don't
podcast.
Even care.
Oh no,
we got a show going on.
Sound check.
Yeah,
he went to school.
Sound check.
Guys, I'm sorry. I just want to apologize in advance. This is what she does.
That's it. I'm done.
She just clicks play.
And then
she just start. Sound check is done.
Yeah? Okay.
And she's the only person in the world that knows.
Okay. Oh, that's what you're rocking. Right.
Yeah, with it. I actually kind of sort of get off on it. It's all about just capturing you guys
annoying
in the moment.
guys.
It on the Hennessy.
Oh,
they give us Hennessy.
See, that's the trick. I get you in here, get your little sauce up, upgrade your party.
Full bar, upgrade your party. Holla at your girl if you need a professional bartender in the South Florida area.
You better do it. Get your little sauce up.
There's a lot of sauce.
And then I take advantage of you.
You said you wanted it straight, so that's how you got it,
that's
sir.
Right. I respect y'all. Thank you so much.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Jodie, host of My Life Raw Real, all the way live in podcast These Nuts. And to my right, not the back right, but the bottom right,
is your girl Wendy.
What's going
on, y'all? So we have some special guests in the building.
We do.
So we're gonna start on my right.
Which is your right?
Mimi round the way in the building.
Mimi round the way. How you doing, Mimi?
Let me tell y'all.
I'm doing good.
Mimi been working, okay? Every time I'm scrolling through Facebook, child, she have been about 15 podcasts, 23 radio stations, and in the parking lot of Walmart, bitch. She been
twerking.
Hello.
Twerking, making it work.
Making it work, y'all.
Yeah, I'm out here trying to work.
That's what's
yeah.
Money.
Well, we see you.
Welcome. And to my left, we have
Gama 305.
Hey, Gama.
How you doing?
Your voice wasn't as deep that time. Is this your regular speaking voice? Because earlier it was like Gama 305. Last time you put it up a couple of hours.
I told you.
I was sleepy, but by me saying the intro, now I'm up now.
So Gama 305. So Gama, what do you do?
Yeah,
I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I've been down South Florida, all over type stuff. You know, been around, been traveling and whatnot. And it's not even that I'm a comedian. I'm one of South Florida's premier hitters.
Oh.
And I'm a killer.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I perform. It's not even that I'm a comedian. Nowadays, I call myself an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? So I entertain everyone all over. Hosts, interviews, this and that, skits, radios, interviews, not radio interviews, like what, EPs,
nice.
Yeah, like exactly. So I'll make like a little intro.
You were acting too, so we looking for tall, dark, handsome, sexy, blackout. Huh?
Just tall, dark. Let the handsome part. That's
sorry, was I doing too much?
Tall, dark, and extremely handsome. So thank you so very much for acknowledging that I'm extremely handsome. You don't find this shit everywhere. It's just
you an actor.
Me and Jesus Christ. That's right. That's right. Listen, only me and God look like this.
Listen, you and God
look this gorgeous.
Seriously. So where are you from? You said you're from 305. Is that your nationality? Is that where your family's from?
Well,
any Caribbean influence?
Yeah, I'm Haitian American, as a matter of fact.
Haitian American.
Yeah.
So my friend, she'll tell you she's
Haitian by penetration.
Haitian by penetration.
I love a Haitian nigga.
Yeah.
I do.
Her DOD is Haitian.
I love my Haitian nigga. Yeah.
I feel the vibes. I feel it.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our show.
Welcome. We are glad to have you guys here. So we're gonna be digging in and talking to you guys a little bit. So today's topic, episode 18.
Wait. Spanish.
Oh, Deez.
Episodio 18.
Boom!
Hello.
We better get it, Mimi. She don't even have to go for it.
Because we usually have to go or call the Cuban in, and we didn't have to do.
This is the first time we didn't need backup.
Yes,
Not once.
Hello.
We had no backup.
You heard it from me around the way.
Episode 18.
Yes. C.
Yeah.
Señorita.
What we talking about today, bestie?
Balancing family and careers, and also relationships, friendships. So, I mean, can you juggle all these hoes that you're friends with while you climbing and reaching for the stars? Can you? Oh, sorry, my friends are hoes.
Wait a minute.
She's right.
Guys, that was episode 6.
Yeah.
I love to bring it up. If I could bring it up on every show, so call her hoe with a trick.
Episode 6. Niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
You right.
That was one of our shows.
That's all we about.
Thank you.
I'm a reformed hoe.
Here she go. Here he go.
I'm a reformed
Talk
hoe.
on it, girl.
But you know,
Okay.
hoe
Yeah.
is definitely in my DNA.
You know, so just saying. So episode 18, balancing family and careers and friendship, all of that, those things. So that's what we're going to get into today. But before we do, of course, you know, we want to make sure that y'all go back and watch episode 17. Hey, Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
So we
That was
spent
a
some
big
time
one.
talking about y'all, right, Bestie?
Yeah.
What did we talk about?
So we were breaking it down for our demographic, letting them know exactly what this show was about, letting them understand and see that it's really about them. So
Right.
we broke down this character we created, Anne-Marie, which is your atypical middle name for most Caribbean women.
Yes.
37. I'm not going to give him too much.
Yes.
But we really broke it down and we kind of let you guys know what to expect.
Wait, why you like Gama? You know Anne-Marie?
You know Anne-Marie?
You do?
Talk
Don't
to
choke
us.
now. Don't die.
Let me see.
And don't lie.
I want to see how accurate he is.
Go
Tell
ahead.
us about Anne-Marie.
Spell it.
Anne-Marie, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jean-Pierre, wife, husband.
Okay.
Oh, I told you I know the one over there that go to the 2nd Scott Street every weekend to get the Pimmer book, right? That's the Anne-Marie we talking about.
Yeah.
I told you.
Okay.
You already know.
I know everybody.
You already know.
Come on now.
Everybody
I
else.
know everybody.
Check out episode 17, Hey Anne-Marie, okay? Check it out if you missed it. So you too.
Also introduced something really important.
Yes, what was that? Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, when we finished filming episode 17, I was like, damn, we had a lot of shit that we were revealing.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I didn't know what half of it was. I'm like, Joe's like, we're revealing, and then we're doing, I'm like, really? What is it?
Podcast These Nuts
I be
After
forgetting,
Dark.
y'all. I'm just thinking it's just
I'm so
something new that we're
excited
doing.
for
But
that.
yes, podcast These Nuts After
I'm
Dark.
ready.
She's ready.
I'm ready.
What?
So
We talking dirty, y'all.
Once again,
This is
brought
up her
on-
lane.
Yeah, I love
'Cause she a
talking
hoe in the
about
trick.
sex, dicks, holes, pussy.
Well, let's
buttholes.
just get a preview right now. This is like a 2-minute.
You're going to.
Yeah.
You're going to, because it's part of who I am.
Yes.
So yeah.
You said you
She's
was
a
a whole
sexual
earlier.
being. She's
yeah.
a sexual
She was a
goddess.
reform whore. I can smell it.
Well, she's not fucking everybody no more.
Reformness.
But she's gonna be talking about
what I used to
her,
do.
what she
What you
used
used to do.
Right.
Yes.
when she used to be
Well, this is my
fucking
return to
everybody.
back 2019, so I am prepared for this.
She said she's ready for it.
Well,
So
good.
clearly, we got a good thing going.
We got a good thing
Podcast
going.
These Nuts After Dark.
Yes.
Introduction of Anne-Marie, letting
Yes.
you guys know not only who we are, but who you are.
Yes.
And what we got coming up.
And then the other thing that was a huge announcement that I forgot about, and again, it was just something that we wanted to do, live tapings.
excited.
So guys, if y'all want to be in the audience with Podcast These Nuts, holla at us, let us know.
Yes.
And we want you there.
Yes.
So we want to do that in the future.
Yes.
But we want to make sure that y'all gonna be there.
Right.
Okay.
And if you are going to come, what are some things you're expecting to see? Or
What do you want to hear? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about, y'all?
We had a really good
If you
show.
need Jodie to take off her top, show her ass, if there's anything that
Here we go. Why I gotta be pimp?
guys, I put my friend all
It
the
has to be
time.
Jodie.
See?
Oh,
Even
my bad. Just like the voice in my head came out.
Wow.
Thank you. So if y'all want to see ass, titties, whatever, y'all let me know. And her girl has a big ass.
She does.
Fat ass.
Shout out to the Cubans.
Shout out to the Cuban.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
So if y'all want some of
I love
that,
it.
y'all let me know. Okay? Just holla. Whatever y'all want to make this happen, we want.
She pimping out.
We want to see you.
my
And I
life.
will pimp these girls, and they beautiful.
What I deal with,
And
y'all.
let's not forget Nancy's 30-year-old virgin pussy that has not been touched, has not been penetrated by no dick leg, okay?
Wait, what?
Facts. No dick. That Nancy, her girl.
Yeah,
Okay? So
yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all.
She's been without dick for a good 3 decades.
Now it has to be consensual.
That's
my
worth some
God.
coin.
It must be consensual.
We're
Let's
gonna
be
have to
clear.
flash the after dark logo.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to flash it. And the logo is right here.
Exactly.
We already getting
now,
started.
if y'all telling me that y'all want to hook up with Nancy, Nancy might do it. I'm just saying it must
If
be
the coins is
consensual
right.
sex. I just want to be very clear about that. But I'm
the
saying that
coins
pussy
is
has not
right.
been touched.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to come see us live, holla. I'll make it happen. Okay, guys.
forgot about that. That was
yes. I'll make that
It's
happen.
gonna be fun.
It's gonna be real fun. So catch up on the last episode. We
Yeah.
talked about a lot.
Shit, we did.
We did. Yes. And guys, as always, don't forget to hashtag Ask These Nuts.
These nuts.
Okay?
Ask these nuts.
Hey, song girl.
Ask these nuts.
If you got questions, we got answers. If you got topics, we want to hear about it. So drop us a line in the comments. Reach out to us on our website, thetvtakeover.live/podcast.
You got a question? Ask these nuts.
Hear from you.
Hey, you want to talk? Listen, ask these nuts. Hey, where you at? Ask these nuts. It's a motherfucking live ass podcast. I'm telling you.
Yo, Gama's an entertainer, y'all. He's legit. This nigga just freestyle on the back. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. Legit.
Yeah, you need like 5 jobs.
Legit.
Hello. I still remember that.
Too legit.
Wait, where am I?
Too legit to quit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. We 90s babies. And we have a 90s party.
Oh, when is that?
So,
let's talk about that.
Speaking of, on July, I like their mic. I like
We're
how
really
it sound better.
80s babies, but we
On
grew up on 90s
July
music.
28th,
Okay.
we are throwing a Ranger party in the TV Takeover Studios, hosted by Podcast These Nuts.
Yes.
The epic of all epics.
90s party. So can I come in my full 90s gear?
Everything.
90s, yes.
Yo.
Okay.
I still got the flip phone. Stop playing. I'm pulling it up.
Hold on. I have to show you guys, because first of all,
She's pulling up on her phone.
this venue,
Trying to show them. She's going to show them the venue.
Yeah,
When I say this, she's sick. Okay, you understand me?
I'm ready.
Y'all ain't never
that's
watched a
dope.
party
That's
like this.
No, that's it. That's it. Pull it back. Pull it back.
That's it right here.
I want to be special. I don't want everybody to see. I just want me and Mimi. I just want me and Mimi to be special.
Okay, I'm about to fuck their hair.
Yeah. Y'all want to be here.
I'm done.
Y'all want to be here.
I'm
So
done.
look out for that link.
Yeah.
Because you want to be at this 90s party. Okay? We are 80s babies that grew up on 90s music. And let me tell y'all don't want to be in the house. Okay? Even if you was an 80s baby. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Mr. Kisser.
What?
That girl is
You know they used to be my
Listen, 90s party, July 28th. Make sure you hit that link. Y'all don't want to miss this party. I'm so sorry. Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
We have a podcast.
Zero Wonderland. Yeah, pre-game. It's official.
back to episode 18.
Desi Ocho.
Yes.
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 Girl, you're so smart.
I love it.
She's beauty and brains,
She
y'all.
said something about she went to Howard and shit. You know, and it,
Look at you.
While we're talking about you, Mimi, tell us more about yourself.
You, yeah.
Who are you? What do you do?
yes.
Wife of material self.
Come on, somebody.
She educated y'all.
Yeah.
I am educated, but I am ratchet to revolutionary.
That's beautiful.
Wait, educated,
What?
ratchet, black, revolutionary?
Yes.
Drop it.
Which means I can recite Act Up by the City Girls and kick you some Barris Hamlin for about 3 hours.
You hear that?
Wow.
Amen.
I love it.
I am Mimi Runway. I'm an event coordinator. I'm a host. And recently I've picked up graphic design. And my divas in the front tell me I'm amazing at it. So I'm going to keep that going.
Yes, she's dope,
That's
y'all.
Mimi Runway, bringing you South Florida Comedy Slam Sunday, May 19th.
That's right.
That's right. That's what's up. So, Gama, you're going to be on the South Florida Comedy Slam.
Yeah.
And that's, again, this Sunday, May 19th, right?
Right.
So, tell us about that.
I'm gonna win.
What? You going to
There's a
win?
$500 cash prize.
Oh yeah. Oh my
There's a
God.
how much? What?
The $500 cash prize.
Nice.
It's
You know,
a competition.
It's a competition. You know what I love about it? Yeah, we all bring our best. And it's 3 rounds, of course, right?
3 rounds.
And you know what I love about it? It's all the heavy hitters, like young comics in South Florida. It's all my brothers and sisters. So I know we're gonna bring our best type stuff.
Right.
Nice.
And it's going to be a competition, but it's going to be more so one of the greatest shows in South Florida. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you, because
Yeah.
we going back and forth at each other. Like I've been in competition.
And those
with
are
my
the
brothers.
best. We don't see that anymore because these people so soft and
They're so fickle,
sensitive.
yeah.
and
Yeah,
they're so
no.
right.
And you know where I could easily see Gama fitting in?
Where?
Wilding out.
I'm telling
Did
you.
this nigga not just freestyle on this just a while ago?
Yes,
And
he did.
from the time he came into the door, let me tell y'all something. I had to go use the bathroom. Let me go pee before we come and sit down and do this podcast because I'm gonna be laughing so hard that this nigga gonna make me pee myself.
It's your fault.
Funny.
Because y'all gave me this type of energy. Thank you. Okay.
Well, yeah,
y'all ain't quiet. Like y'all ain't doing. So you give me that hypeness. Okay.
But no, I can totally see you all wilding out.
So hi, Nick Cannon. Hi, this is Jodie with Podcast This Nuts,
and we're telling you, this is Wendy.
Tell them who you are.
I'm sorry, Nick. This is Wendy. You know me. What's up?
And we have a really great guest here, Gama 305, and we think that you need to choose him as a wild card for the next Wildin' Out episode.
But, beautiful segue, because he's being real humble.
Yes.
You know, I might as well go into PR next.
Talk the team.
It's actually this summer. In June or July, going to be performing on the Laugh Factory in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta promote yourself.
You official.
I'm official.
You know my background. That's you know the thing is about that.
Because she tells that. So she knows back. But listen, but that's what makes her great at what she does. Because she did background on you.
On me.
She know you better than you know you and promoted you that she needed to do.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's who you need to have in your corner.
That's who you need to have in your corner. So when you start getting them checks, you need to start throwing them checks up there.
Hello. Just 2%.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you
work out this percentage because we need to make sure she got contracts signed and getting percentages.
I'm yours.
Get it.
Amen.
All right.
But
so
as far as like comedy competition is concerned, yes, we are. Yes, we're going back to the Laugh Factory. This and that. They was great. They loved the performance. It was like, yo, after the whole show and whatnot, they came in like, yo, where you from?
Yeah.
They're like, did you know you shook a lot of comedians in here?
Wow.
So they off rip booked me for next week.
Nice.
But I told them I'm from Miami. You not feel me? I gotta fly back like within 2 days. Like, and the man told me was like, listen, and it was hard. He gave me an ultimatum. He said, listen, you want to take comedy serious? I'm gonna see you next week. I'm like,
wow,
damn.
That's right. And you gotta make it.
You gotta make it.
You gotta do what you gotta do to be there.
Do the sacrifices and make it happen. It don't matter.
And I want to touch back on that whole thing because we're all in the game trying to do what we want to do, meet our career goals and aspirations. So we may have our regular 9-to-5 jobs that we're balancing and hustling, but we know that there's more to ourselves than what we give every day for somebody else's business. You know, our passion is communications, media, management, production, engineering. Mimi talked about what she's getting into now, graphic design, but she's been doing event coordination for a very long time, poetry, and you talked about just being a natural entertainer. Yeah, you do comedy, but you can entertain. So, today was just really about how do we juggle all of this. Like you just got that offer to go back next week. Like because they saw that gift, that natural talent that you have, and not to mention you were clearly amazing. So they wanted to have you back. Like how do you juggle everything? And either one of you can answer, both of you. How do you juggle everything that you have going on and still balance what you have with your family?
Are you doing it?
Or are you?
Yes, we are. That's crazy. Like, I prayed for 48 hours. I'm like, I wish we had 40 hours in a day talking about this whole thing out. But I know everybody in prison wouldn't like that shit. They 11 years to 22. 10 years to 20. Like, hell no, we can talk about 48 hours, but 40 hours is what I actually pray for, is because it's a constant drive. You got to keep going, and my thing is a lot of sacrifices. And what I live upon is no risk, no rewards. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that risk.
What are some of the sacrifices you've made?
As far as sacrifices are concerned, like not working, not taking all my bread and taking off. Knowing that I'm gonna be broke next week, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. I can work for the next month. It's whatever. I gotta make these dreams come true. And in these sacrifices, it's been working in my favor. In a major way. And it's like losing sleep, y'all.
3-hour nights.
Steve Harvey was just talking about that. Like a lot of successful people don't necessarily always get to sleep as much as you would love to, because of course you have to have balance and take care of yourself and not wear yourself out. However, you're gonna have those nights where you're because you're going hard.
You're going hard, and you gonna beat yourself. It comes to a point where if you was ever to work, independently, and you was to work in that motion, that realm of just constant work, no sleep, and it's happened to me, and you meet somebody else and you link up with them, and you like, It's 2 o'clock. It's 2-3 in the morning. I'm calling my dog up. Hello. I'm like, yo, I just got done with the etiquette. What you doing?
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'm sleeping. What you doing? I'm like, you sleeping? So it kind of offends you. You like, like, what you doing sleeping? I don't sleep. This
that must be nice.
Get up. This and that. Check it out. So it's like that's the sacrifice that it takes.
Yeah.
It's
but
constant.
finding people that are up when you call them already, like, oh, I just finished doing X, Y, Z.
Yes.
It's so empowering.
What?
Yeah, Mimi, you and I talked about that, and when we talked about
but you pointed at me
friendship, because
I know, I was like, where that finger lies? What's going on?
Mimi, your ass.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Pointing to West Africa, girl, what?
well, never mind. So no, but Mimi and I we talked about that a little bit about the friendship aspect of when you are an entrepreneur, and without even trying, your circle it changes.
Yeah.
Because you find yourself needing to be with someone that when you make those 2 o'clock phone calls, they're like, hold on, let me turn this down. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm working.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to somebody that's just as passionate, because you feed off of each other, because it's not easy. You know, so have you guys within yourself noticed the change or the shift in your friendships?
Yes.
First of all, when I really took it serious, because I've been doing this since 16,
Right.
but I was 16.
Right.
But when I really sat down and took it seriously, I actually lost all my friends except for like a solid 5.
Wow.
And then made back female entrepreneurs, not on purpose, but those are the only chicks that were up
That are doing what
at
you're
the club
doing.
with me,
Right.
promoting themselves at 5 a.m. and then up again at 8 a.m.
Right.
Like, hey girl, so and so's in town. I want to go have a meeting and chop it up with them.
Right.
So my circle has become fempreneurs just naturally.
Yeah.
And my core 5 girls that I kept are 9 to 5 chicks.
Right.
But I rarely see them.
Right.
Because they gotta work.
Right.
And I work 24 hours a day.
So let me ask you, just to back up a little bit, like, what does your personal makeup look like? Meaning your family life. Do you guys have children that you have to watch over? Do you have that?
27, flat stomach, no kids.
Yes, bitch.
28, dark skin, and
She said
what
27.
you said?
Wait, you said, hold on. He said he 28,
You
dark
said-
skin.
you
First of all, that was a
extremely
goddamn
handsome,
lie.
right? You said extremely handsome. Extremely
Dark,
handsome.
black, purple, 28, purple, and carry on.
You have 2 kids. And how do
You
you?
have 2 kids.
Yeah.
How do you? Oh, you
Now
boys.
attractive, huh?
Oh,
I
no,
got
I
no
mean, you just said you was using daddy.
No, I got no damn kids. No. You got 2 chocolate motherfuckers or just they look like you?
So, well, damn.
They look like you? Wait,
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of did go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's good. So so you guys are young, y'all in the prime, y'all fucking like I'm with it. I wish I had the same fortitude and the same drive when I was your age. I got caught up making money young because I was fucking young. I wasn't taking proper precautions.
Right.
Yeah.
And guys, I had 2 kids. And I didn't get to like really go after the things that I wanted to do when I was young. Now here we are. Both of us are mothers. I have 2 kids. She has 1, and we are now going for it. So
That's right.
what about yourself, Jodie? Because I know you have a baby, but he's an older baby, but still you still have to juggle. So what does that look like?
I think for me, the thing that stood out for me the most is just my circle. And I had to, because I'm somebody that I like to make sure that everyone around me is good. And it was a huge shift for me to realize that, Jodie, you got to stop worrying so much about everybody being good and get yourself good.
Yes.
Get your shit together, figure out what you really want to do, and align yourself with the people that are going to authentically support that, you know. And it wasn't too hard, because as you remind me all the time, I don't really have any friends.
Okay, can we pause right here for 1 second, guys? Can we pause right here for 1 second? Because as we were discussing the show, right before our lovely guest came, she was like, I really want to throw in friendships and talk about. So me, because Jodie be always be getting on me that I don't listen to her and I don't take her seriously. Here me go. See me out. May I listen to her? And she's like, I want to talk about friendships and, how I've had to release friendships and like, all in my mind I'm saying, but who? Who's your friend?
I am your friend.
Hi. It's just me. Friendships that she had to rid herself of on her dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. Who's some of these people.
Well,
because we don't know them. We don't
know you because you've been we've been doing business together forever.
For years, yes, but still.
But so, there are a lot of very social, more associates, just people that I kept around me. And because of my personality, my energy, people are attracted to kind of what I'm doing, whether it's for that moment or whatever the case may be. So just even those, realizing that I could not always commit to the going out on the Fridays because I had to be home editing thanks to her. Right. Or realizing that I cannot spend as much money because I made the decision to walk away from corporate America and make this be my primary source of income for the most part. I have part-time things that I have going on that I'm working aggressively to not even have to do that anymore. Right. So my conversations are different. The frivolous amount of spending, even though I do well with managing my money, I spent a lot more heavier before. Yeah. Now I actually think about it. Do I really need to eat out?
Right.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? Or when I go to a restaurant, maybe just have one drink or just water this time. Just little things that I've never thought about before. Yeah. So for me, my friendships included that. So those social friendships where I know that if I go out with this group of people, I'm probably going to spend $200-$300 on food and drinks and stuff like that. And them not being offended and understanding, listen, it's not like I don't want to hang out with you guys or, have fun.
They understand what you're doing. Where you're trying to go.
But I'm grinding right now. Like I was somebody, she knows because we used to do together every 6 to 8 weeks I'm on vacation. I just did my first vacation for the year, and so some people they're like, girl, I haven't had a vacation in years. For me, this is a big deal.
Vacation every quarter.
Yeah.
Thanks to that, they had a podcast on financial literacy, and I was like, I need to get on it.
Yeah. Every quarter internationally. You know what I'm saying? So we was getting passports. Yes. So for me, these are the sacrifices that now. Fortunately, she was my travel buddy, so when I paused, she paused, and that helped. But definitely, I can see
there was no one else to call. Okay?
Shut up. Sorry, okay. But definitely, I can see for those women that do have a large circle of friends that they're always hanging out with and have commitments and things that they do, these conversations might be a little bit more difficult to have, because they might take it personal.
There you go.
Oh, you think you better than me? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you got your little podcast, you got your little network. It becomes little.
Recently, I went to an event. And I only went to the event because a local DJ that I am trying to build a relationship with was putting it on. So this was work. Because I'm going to go out and just turn up.
Hello.
So I went there. My homegirl.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
She was like, why are you taking so much time to beat your face? And I said, bitch, I am working. Yeah. There might be a cameraman out there. Yep. Yeah. They might be connected to someone. I need to be.
You are your brand.
I am always in my Wendy Williams state.
Yeah.
Hello.
And like right now is relaxed.
Yeah.
Kind of, because I'm okay, we're going to be on air. I'll do a light beat, but she really asked me that. She's a 9-to-5, but she asked me that, like, why do you have to do so much every time you go out?
Right.
It's work.
It's work. Yeah. Like Jodie, you were saying earlier, right? You were talking about how I like reading. That's my that's the one thing I take my stride on. Self-education and whatnot. And you was like, you deal with certain people, like when you meet them and whatnot, and they be like, whoa, you done switched up on me. You don't do this no more.
Yeah.
It's a simple fact that your growth is not in the same direction as them, and how you see yourself moving in the same direction as them as well. Right. And my thing is with folks in general, you always surround yourself around the people that build you up, and that's in the same realm, in the same entertainment, the mindset that you're in.
Right.
But they say everybody like, oh, you bad. You gotta ban those that say, why you switch up on me just now? Don't ban them. You know why? Because they're the remnants of what you could
used to be.
Exactly. Yeah. And if everything fuck up, that's where you're gonna be at. Yeah. So you always keep them around to remind you, like, I gotta keep
going harder.
If I don't go hard, and just be smoking, drinking, chilling with Kiki, going to G5 every night, ain't doing shit.
Ain't doing nothing.
Exactly. So it ain't no. You gotta ban them. You just gotta heal. You gotta categorize people. That's what you gotta do. Just okay, cool. You like that?
So Haitian,
put you like this.
Right.
No, you can't ban them. You gotta put them in there. You gotta put them over here. Put them over here. Put them over here. Put them over here. Like you just gotta know how to do it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And it really does help, of course, if the people in your circle are like-minded, because they can help to keep you driven, motivated. Those days when you feel down and you feel like giving up because things may not be going or popping the way that you wanted to go. They help to keep you moving and inspire you. But I like your take, because me, I'm like, bye, bitch. I'll talk to you later. I can't be bothered. But brother, a really good point, and you don't want to let those people go. You want to keep them because it is a constant reminder of where you were, where you started, and where you really don't want to
go back.
Yeah,
don't want to be.
I like that.
Yeah, as long as you're able to keep them and not let them influence your decision making skills, but as their purpose, which is as a reminder, then But unfortunately, there's some people not strong enough to do that, and they cave in.
Yeah,
on both sides. Either the entrepreneur caves in and goes back to the normalcy of the security of that paycheck, or the 9-to-5er just can't handle someone living a life that they just were never afraid to take a leap.
You got to get uncomfortable. You really do, and you hear a lot of successful people talking about becoming uncomfortable, breaking yourself away from that corporate job or that steady check. It doesn't mean that you need to be foolish, right? Jodie has part-time gigs she got on. I do the same thing, just because we both have children we need to support, while we're still thriving and try to reach our goals and aspirations. However, it's not a distraction from what we really are out here trying to do, so
we intentionally chose what we do to ensure that it supplements but doesn't distract.
Exactly. So you really do have to be willing to make some sacrifices and put yourself in situations that become uncomfortable. You also have to have flexibility. So like when that promoter or event planner, whatever he is, and he said, look, I need you back here next week. You gotta figure that out.
You gotta be like, you know what? Hey, whatever I got going on next week, cancel it.
You gotta go. Right quick. You have to go.
You gotta have that flexibility to be able to jump and move wherever your business or your passion takes you. So you guys don't have children to deal with, so that's good. That makes it easy, because I know for me it can be tough, especially taking time away from my kids. Like, tell them, look, I'm not gonna be home right now. Matter of fact, I just Uber them some food. I'm older. I mean, they're not old, but of age. But like, hey, I'm about to Uber y'all some food. I will talk to you later. But I'll get home. My son like, hey, so how did the podcast go? What was the topic? I keep them involved in what I have going on.
You did it. Will take your kids to work day.
Yes,
and she took them on the podcast. They sat in the chair, and they got an opportunity to be on set and just see how everything works out. So I think that's important too when it comes to people that do have families. I think sometimes we don't realize how encouraging and how motivating our passion and our drive and everything that we're doing to make this happen is to our kids.
And you want to you want to share it with them and make them feel included, so that way you can try to create balance and make them feel a part of it. So it's not as if mommy is leaving or daddy's leaving to go and do this, but they understand the bigger picture, why I'm doing it, why it's important to me, and I try to make them a part of it if I can.
I want to chime in here real quick, because I just saw Michelle Obama this weekend talking about I am becoming. And a funny thing that she kept doing, like every 10-15 minutes she'd say something real slick and say, by the way, that was shade. So here I am, I'm going to just live like I'm Michelle Obama.
That's my next book that I'm reading.
Family, love family, my own and some fellow entrepreneurs' families. I love them, but there are those family members that don't realize the power of the love you have for them and how much their opinion can just destroy you. So the family members that are always like, I don't know why you doing this. You need to, especially we're all West Indian too, so I know you guys feel you need to go and just be a doctor or just go back to nursing school and you need to just focus because I don't know where the money coming from. It takes a while, and we need as much encouragement as possible to expedite the process, because every little bit of discouragement can take a major
toll.
First of all, just the amount of rejection that we deal with on a hourly basis. Out here struggling and pushing,
especially in the realm that all of us are in entertainment and media and broadcasting, and I mean, there's of course a lot of competition, right? And because this is not something that's easy for people to understand, maybe you don't necessarily always go to school for this. It's not necessarily a degree for this. This school of the arts and things of that nature, not taking away from that, but for the most part, this is not something that your mom says, hey, study real hard, go to school so that you can become a comedian or an entertainer or a podcaster, or a lot of people don't even know that there's network engineers and there's producers and there's people behind the camera that actually do things, that are very vital and relative or very important roles in getting these shows out that you love to see on TV. So your family may not be able to connect. They're like, what the hell?
I don't understand.
What is the salary? Well, I don't know.
Have you guys faced that? Like, I mean, how has that? Yeah. Have you had to deal with that?
Let me tell you. So it happened to me twice, and it torn me because some fact of the rebound. So like I'm gonna say like a year or 2 years ago. Say 2 years ago. When I first started, my brother told me, and I started doing like online like funny skits and stuff like that. My brother told me, one of my brothers, he told me, he said, "Hey, yo, kid, hey, them boys in the hood told my son, that's not for you. They said you gotta stop that, dog. Like you just you're embarrassing yourself." But then when you go on the video, I'm getting support, I'm getting likes. So I kind of like it kind of, like you said, like that little subtle word take a big tarnish. It made me stop doing funny videos online. So I stopped that. So then as time progresses, I have my sister. She hit me up. She said, "Listen, go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Graduate. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me my bachelor. I got my associate. My associates, but I have my bachelor's.
Nice. My bachelor's. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, but they want me my bachelor's, this and that. They going hype on it, and they're like, yo, listen, we need you to go back to school, graduate, stop with this comedy stuff. This make no sense." Now we pause. We go to present time. They are my two biggest supporters right now.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's good.
It's hard not to be mad at them at first.
It's hard,
right?
yeah.
But you know, I get it. Your brain was functioning off of 9 to 5.
Yeah,
right.
Off of 9 to 5. Yeah, exactly.
And it was all in love, but sometimes they have to love you enough to trust your
my
intuition.
intuition. Now they see the big picture. Like, oh my God.
Now they get it.
And also,
they get it.
Also
exactly.
with respects to their era, that's what they grew up
They
seeing.
grew up seeing,
there was no
exactly.
thing as following a passion. This whole thing of social media, like I said, we are a part of a legacy. We are a part of something that is going to be in history forever. We're growing with this whole social media thing, so it has encouraged and empowered more people to follow their dreams, and to do things like this. Whereas
especially
in that era,
entertainment,
whereas in their era it wasn't around, so it was impossible for them to conceptualize you actually having a real career based off of making people laugh.
and even still, you still may have those people, let's say like professional sports players, who you may have those families saying, "Hey, put that ball down, go to school, get your degree, finish up your career," because you just never know what could happen. Let's say anything could happen, and you may not make it or see your dream through. But it can be hard. I can't even imagine what it would be like to not have the support. Thankfully, I mean, we're in very supportive families. So we haven't had to deal with that, thankfully. So I can't imagine how difficult it would be. I'm sure to take a toll on you, but if you really do believe in yourself, you focus on your dream, your effort, your passion, everything that you have to do to get there and be there. And one of the things you talked about is reading. You also talked about Michelle Obama's book.
Yes.
I have a book club. Well, I'm in a book club, and that's our book for this month.
I need to join.
It's a book club of two.
It's her and her DOD. That's it. Let's just speak.
That's our book club. It's just us. So Michelle Obama's over reading a lot. So reading has also helped me a lot, just in learning, especially when you're reading books about like Charlemagne's book, Black Privilege. She dropped a lot of gems in that book, especially someone like ourselves who are wanting to flourish and in the entertainment industry. You also talked about being self-taught. How do you use that to help prepare your career, Gama?
Like, my thing is self-taught. It's not more so of being educated. It's more so being informative. Like, information is the biggest thing I pride myself on. Education stops at a certain point because you only taught to learn whatever that subject is. Information is broad.
Right.
It's expanding. It's going on right now. So my thing is I pride on what's the next technology. Why is this functioning? How is this functioning? Get information on a lot of things. And that's something I like. That's my problem right now. Like, it goes so crazy. I get my old lady a book, right, to read and whatnot, and I let her hold the book for like one day. The next day I stole it back, like,
because you wanted to get that back.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I halfway read this. Let me just steal this shit back and read the rest, because information is important.
It is.
And then once I look around, I see what's going on. It's information keep you in tune with what's going on in modern society.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I see what's going on, it's like, look at all this funny shit.
Yeah. Because there really is a lot going on, and there's humor to everything, and these are little things that we can use and take as we are trying to figure ourselves out, trying to figure our careers out, trying to figure out what's the best move to make in this whole thing. And even in talking about balancing careers and family, I had to like read up on it, because I'm like, well, what do you really do? Like, how do you create that balance?
When you read, it's somebody's testament. And like I said, I was always told, like, you can never say, hey, this is impossible, this is difficult, there's no way to figure this out. Go read a book, somebody been figured it out. They wrote about it.
There is so much out there, so much knowledge to learn in the game. So one particular website I went on, workitdaily.com, gave some tips or some steps on how to create balance. So I'm just going to go through some of these things that they mentioned. So one was morning gratitude moment. Do you guys take time for yourself every morning to kind of refocus, maybe take some time to meditate? You may pray. I don't know what you do in the morning, but do you take time for yourself?
Absolutely. I downloaded an app called Mood Path, and every morning it alerts me. Oftentimes it wakes me up. It'll ask me a series of questions. How are you feeling? What was the first thing on your mind today? Are you feeling motivated? Are you sleepier than usual? Are you hungry right now? Random things like that. And then it gives me like a whole, like, it runs through all the analytics of where I am mentally for the day.
It's
and
funny.
Keep it going.
When you think of the difference in the generations. So for your generation, you find apps to give you that release. For our generation, we intentionally do things to get away from our phone. So a lot of people, mid-30s and later, that generation, for us it's important, or when you read a lot of things that they said that they have to force themselves to start doing, Charlemagne's book being one of them, is to start their morning not touching their phones for a good couple of hours, and just having that alone time, sometimes not even the radio. So I had to laugh, but it made sense when you told your age earlier. It's a generational thing, because that's what this generation does. Oh yeah, I have an app for that. I don't want to look at my phone.
Are you hungry?
For at least the first 30 minutes or so after.
How to drink water.
When to sleep, I gotta go sleep right now, y'all. Right now. You the restaurant, girl.
Or just right. If it's not done, or at least some sort of morning affirmation. So one of the things that they recommend is saying to yourself, I'm grateful for those who support me, believes in me, and always are there for me. So whatever your affirmation is, just kind of starting your morning by balancing yourself. Because if you get up and you're already you're all over the place, it's chaotic. And especially if you have family, you have a spouse, you have a girlfriend, someone you love who's there, a partner, whatever, it can be very stressful for not only you but also for them if your mind isn't quite right, you're not balanced, and you're just all over the place. So just kind of starting yourself and leveling yourself in the beginning really helps.
But you know what's so crazy about how you said that? I was having a conversation with my dog the other day, and I was telling him, like, I promise you, every human being in the world need at least 3 hours to themselves. Like just
shut down.
Just shut from the world, from everybody.
For us, that's usually sleep.
That's it. Yeah, for you ain't lying.
That's it.
It's 3 hours sleep, wake up.
We had a conversation.
It's all by myself.
We just had a conversation not too long ago, because this is a new journey for us as well. So we're learning. Well, I know I'm learning a lot about myself, and I'm learning a lot about her as well. And one of the things that we both are making sure we respect with each other is our mental health day. We talk about mental health all the time, and she in conversation says, listen, on Sundays, that's just kind of my day. I just need to just unplug. So whenever doing anything, I had to ask her to do something for me one Sunday, and I felt horrible because I know that's her mental health day. But
it may not even, it's not necessarily the entire day, but specifically Sunday mornings. Specific, like, this is me, this is my time, nobody else. I'm gonna do what I want to do in this time, because I need that peace, because I found myself just being I was just drained all the time, and never really had a moment for me, for myself. And I think a lot of times as we are thinking about building our businesses, building our brands, our careers, and you hear people saying, well, you can't sleep, team no sleep, can't stop, won't stop, and then you also hear about people collapsing from exhaustion, they're in the hospital. You have to have balance, you know, because your mind is no good to you if it's fried. It's no good to you. So you have to relax. You have to take time for yourself. Yes, you're going to be working hard. Yes, you're going to have, you know, more days than not where it's only 3 to 4 hours of sleep, but you have to dedicate time to yourself and find that balance because you will drive yourself crazy.
Absolutely. If I know that I come home and I'm extremely tired and I have editing to do, Nancy's the one that had to tell me, Jodie, listen, you're no good trying to push through these 4 hours this dead tired. Get some rest. Set your clock. Wake up at 6 a.m. if you have to, but you need at least a good 4 hours of some sleep minimum. You know, and I think having somebody in my life or in your life to give you that balance is important as well. Because if not, you're right. At the end of the day, if you break completely down, all of this is for nothing.
That's why you see y'all have people. All I got is a nap to help me.
But at least you got an app. Listen, we just downloaded an app for therapy. Okay, this app's for just about everything. So you do what you got to do. You find your way. So you found yours, and if it's an app, work it out. Boo, it's the app. You do what works best for you. And that's the thing about life and people and being individuals. You do what works best for you. But just because this works good for me clearly doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. You know what I mean? So, but as long as you find that thing that brings you peace and you have that ability to relax your mind and get into a good mental space, that's the most important thing. And trying to balance, because if you have people around you, your family, your friends who are close to you, you're going to be tired, you're going to be angry, you're going to be vicious. Like, it can really destroy the relationship. Not, especially with them not knowing that, no, this bitch is just probably just tired, but you know, may be offended in the moment because you're angry, you're frustrated, not so much at them, but it's just you're exhausted. You don't know how to act.
You know, I felt so bad this Mother's Day.
Really? Why?
Because Sunday morning I woke up, I had full intentions of going to church with my nana and my mom and this, that, and the third, and I had to deal with a client.
Oh, yeah.
All day. It was my first customer from hell.
Wow. Wow.
And I think that sometimes, even like on holidays, it's like you might as well be working a 9 to 5. Where your boss is like, no, you have to stay in. If you're committed, and my contract says, okay, X 24 hours, 72 hour turnaround, I have to get it done. So I was home on Mother's Day.
It's unfortunate.
And my mother understood. Amen. Support.
It is. It's like, again, it goes back to that balance where you may have had plans and you know you have to say to this person, you know, I'm sorry, you know, it's unfortunate because you didn't get to spend that time that you want to spend with your mom, but at the same time you have a business, you have a commitment, you had commitments that you made, and you got to honor them.
One thing too that happens a lot with people that share the same type of energy, right? Because we are lights, we have these big personalities. That's why we're in the industry that we're in, and naturally people are attracted to that. But what happens with that attraction is they're not all the time intentionally, but they suck that energy out of you, especially, I mean, even probably more so you, because you feed literally off the people. But that's why I think it is so important to be able to have that moment when you just pull away from that, because you're right, it does change your mood. And I remember when we were on last week when we were on the cruise, and I just got to a point where I was like, you know what, I just want to go back to my cabin. I want to go back to my cabin because I was tired, and I needed to rejuvenate. And one of the things that I had a conversation with Nancy before is that the importance of it being okay if I'm just done. Right. And people around you need to know, listen, I'm just done. Don't take it personal. If I have to explain it to you, I'm going to be even more exhausted. Just understand, friend, I'm done. That's it. I don't do it anymore. And that's it. I'm tired. And so that time for yourself, getting that good mental space is important. So another suggestion was the second suggestion was workout partners. So and really the gist of that is, because if you're not someone who necessarily wants to work out, but finding something that you and your spouse, your loved one, your children can do and you guys can connect on. Right. So even if it's just 10 minutes, you know, a day where you guys sit down and say, well, like me and my son will sit down and read a book together. Or watch YouTube or what? He said fucking.
No.
Is 10 minutes all you got, Gama?
Continue. So,
Gama, is 10 minutes all you got, sir?
No. What?
Because I had said 10 minutes and you said, fuck yeah. But sometimes 10 minutes is all you need. I ain't gonna lie.
For real, right. You can 5 minutes all you need. You gotta go to work right now. You gotta go to work right now.
You know, that's something we can talk about on a future show. Because I done seriously, all of this 2 hours. I'm tired. Okay? I got 3 businesses, motherfucker. I'm nothing done. Okay? Something done.
5 minutes is a lie. Okay? You ever been in the cage with lying for 5 minutes?
No.
That's a long ass 5 minutes.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's a long ass. He gonna kill you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit.
No. After 35, it's like, let's just keep it real.
Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real.
I gotta go.
10
Come
minutes
on.
is good.
Nut. Let's get it
There you
together.
go.
My back hurt.
Yes. And I gotta get back to editing. I got some shit.
Yeah.
I got a joke to write, okay?
Right.
Shit.
Right.
I got a graphic to design. Right. Motherfuckers. I ain't got the time. But yeah, just find something that you and your spouse, your partner, your kids can do.
Yeah.
Even if it's for 5 to 10 minutes a day, so you have some sort of family connection.
Yeah.
Some bonding. They also talk about creating family playlists. We're in the car, y'all, my kids is ratchet as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? They listen to music that was just like YBN, Corday, YBN, Black Playboy, Blue Boy, just all these little babies. I can't.
All them babies.
I don't know.
All the babies. They listen to all the babies.
I don't know who these people are.
I barely know these people. I know them just to keep up with what they're listening to.
Maybe if you said a tune, I might get it, but I don't.
Tatiana.
Oh.
That's Blueface?
Who's that?
Who's that? Or
It
Blueface?
is.
They were just in a barbershop this weekend event that Puma hosted with YBN Corday. I was like, I said, y'all are going to go see which one of the Ys is, because he knows it's multiple YBNs.
Is it a gang? Is it a gang?
It's like a rap gang.
Are they affiliated?
I don't know. I don't think they shoot people, but they rap.
They shoot with their lyrics.
They shoot with the lyrics. I don't know.
Toronto, young black nigga.
That would make sense.
That's what it stands for?
Young black nigga.
You're
No,
lying.
it's like it's YBN and like they name.
Yeah, YBN.
Oh, so YBM stands for young black nigga?
We just made that up.
I don't know.
Oh.
It sounds good though.
It does. I was convinced.
We'll roll with it.
I think that should be it.
I was convinced.
Something.
Guys,
Yeah.
Real, dog. They didn't play us.
YBN.
YBN.
Young black nigga.
Hey, but that Tatiana was jumping. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. It
Cardi
was.
B made the song. I'm sorry
Yes.
to tell you,
Yes.
Blueface. Sorry to tell you. So
that's
create a
hard.
playlist.
Even
Create a
white people
playlist.
like it.
Yeah, you get in your car. Your family have again another way to bond and connect over a playlist. That's something that the DOD used to do all the time with the kids. They get in the car and they can't wait to go through his phone and playlists and go through all these little songs, and that's a way for the kids to bond. So you try to have those moments.
So like if you used to like your 90s shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you know your Ozzy brothers. You know,
that too.
You know your
They know old school hip hop. Well, no,
if
his
you
kids do.
saw
My
that,
kids
and
don't.
And you get you be like, you know what, kids, go ahead, listen to your shit, and they like bust it open Tatiana for
What's that?
You gonna sit in the car?
Listen, I do. I'm sorry because I'm ratchet. Okay, I will bust down with Tatiana.
You're an 80s baby, so Pac Jam. This is Pac Jam.
Oh,
yeah, that too. But don't get me wrong. Like I'm all hip hop, New York hip hop, R&B. But let me tell you, I love some good trap music. You understand me?
Okay.
I want to bust down.
She schools me. I don't know these things. Yeah.
I just don't know the names. That's all. I know the songs. I don't know the names. So.
Oh shit. That's
Like hey.
I always appreciate a good
Never saw
beat.
my damn alive.
It's my
Shit. Exactly. It's called my shit. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all that matters. As long as I get you some views, some streams, that's all y'all really care about these days.
Anyway.
Yeah. So family playlist. Also a daily phone call. Do you call your boo? Do you check in with Nancy?
We're usually together.
Oh yeah, them like Bench and Bati.
I forgot.
I can't. They're so
Okay,
crazy.
see, Mimi, you know what she just said?
What'd
You
she
have
say?
our guests saying that I don't have friends.
Oh,
Okay?
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to lie?
You have our guests.
Am I not supposed to tell the truth? And guys, also Nancy made it very clear on episode 16. Should I repeat?
Oh, that I was.
The friends that Jodie is talking about are really Nancy's friends. Let's say, God forbid, if Nancy walks away from this relationship, again, it's back to me and her. She ain't got nobody. Ain't nobody for her to balance, y'all. Ain't no bitches to balance because they're going to be gone with Nancy, where they came from.
That just means that you're just so loyal that everyone can't handle it.
You're right.
Keep it to a minimum.
You're absolutely
I like the
right.
spin on that, Mimi.
That's all that
See?
means,
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
They be looking out for each other like, that's crazy.
He was like, he was really perplexed. Like,
What just happened here? What just happened? So Jodie doesn't have to call Nancy because Nancy is always there. Yeah, she just need to turn around and say, "Hey, babe, what's going on? Where we going to next?" Because literally they go everywhere together. Do you guys have partners that you need to keep up with and
but we
tap
do have
into?
to have date days because even that. So let me go back because I do want to make sure I give a good answer. So we both are building a business and a brand right now. So sometimes even though we're together, we're busy together. So what we've committed to is to giving ourselves at least one day, which is usually Mondays, where it's just our business meeting day, but then it's also a date day. And if for whatever reason it doesn't happen on a Monday, we make sure the week doesn't go by where we have uninterrupted, even if it's just a few hours of it being us. No cell phones, nothing with business.
That's good.
With the trip that we went on, that was the plan. We completely unplugged. I could have got an internet package. I did. In Cuba.
Okay, I was gonna say, guys.
I did in Cuba, but it was for my son to get in touch with me. I didn't mess with it. You know what I mean? So, but because we committed to unplugging, so that's how you kind of balance that.
Okay. What about you, Gama?
Yeah.
You ain't got no shawty? Who you fucking?
Girls like dark ugly.
Are you singing that thing?
They like ugly niggas.
We would have. Like other niggas is out here getting it, so don't even act like you not out here fucking nobody. We want to know who is she? What's her Instagram?
Yeah. What's the hashtag?
Nah. Hashtag Me Too movement.
Oh. So you just say, look, I'm focused.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? You focused out here?
Real talk. Real talk. I go on dates, hella dates. You know what I'm saying? And I take like one little shorty serious. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Oh.
If you listen to this, you gotta act right.
Yeah, we'll see what
Act
happens.
right, you can get smacked right. Act right, you can get smacked.
I don't think it says smack.
What? I don't really know.
Stop, because then I fuck up the song.
It does today.
Oh, smack right. Okay. Act right, you can get smacked right. The remix. On podcast is nuts.
Yeah, but as far as like a relationship concerned, like I feel like if your significant other should like really be a part of your movement.
Yeah.
Really be a part of understanding you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What made me like attracted to this woman is like she fought so hard to understand my ways. Understand how I rock, understand how how I'm moving, stuff like that. And it's like, okay, cool, you different, but she bad as hell.
Right. That's what's up. Cause
You're a Libra? High five. I'm a Libra.
Oh yeah.
I think my son is a Libra. Jussie is he a Libra?
I think my son a Libra.
Do you know when your son
I had him last week. What's last week?
When's his birthday, Wendy?
What was last week? Last week was what?
Hold
It was Monday what?
I was there. Give me a second. Okay, all right. Funny story. Not funny. One time I was signing up for health insurance, and I had to text Jodie and they dad, "What's their birthdays again?" And I was like, "Hurry up, guys! Hurry up! What are their birthdays?" I can't. Okay, so here's the thing. One is born is like on the 27th of the month, and one is on the 29th of the month. So it's like the days I get them mixed up. I know one is in May, one is in August.
If it's the 27th or 29th of October, he is a secretive.
No, he's August 29th. Is that a Libra?
A Virgo.
Oh,
That's
is that
Virgo?
Virgo?
The 29th?
I don't know.
Either Leo or Virgo. My brother.
Or is it Leo? I don't know.
Leo or Virgo.
I thought his aunt called him a Libra the other day and say, "Oh, he's." But I'm not like really into the signs like that, so that's why I never looked into it. So I don't know. I'm into my sign, but I never really got into theirs.
Yeah.
Only because they're kids. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Aries.
I have Aries.
They
My son.
crazy.
My son is an Aries.
Sagittarius.
They are manipulative as hell.
Like
What are you, Jodie?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Manipulative as hell.
Manipulative girl.
What
She
You
is.
will swindle me out of my car.
Yes, she will. And play the victim. This bitch is really good at it. But I got your penny pinching and nickel change, motherfucker. Oh, sorry. Did I say that on the mic?
Sex is lovely, so I will give you that.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Aquarius, they pussy wet, but it stank.
What you not gonna do though is talk about my best friend.
Virgos.
What's up with Virgo?
Wait, hold on. Keep going.
Virgos steal your credit card.
Oh.
When you sleeping.
They're thieves.
They very
She said they're ambitious. She's putting a good swing on things all night. Go ahead, girl.
What else?
Scorpios. They're freaky.
Yeah, they are.
They'll leave you with your ass scratching after sex. Who else?
Your ass scratch. So you getting your ass scratched?
Yeah, they got some tough. They got shit. They coochie don't.
It don't function.
They don't.
They need some
Oh wait.
Now the coochie not functioning.
Libras.
Okay, what?
Oh,
What
what's
is-
up with Libras?
They're amazing.
Of course we are. Everything
Because he's a Libra. This motherfucker.
Of course.
Carry on, sir, with your bias ass.
Who else we got? Virgos?
We got crazy Pisces.
Pisces crazy as fuck.
Yeah, Pisces are pretty crazy. Taurus.
I thought that was Geminis.
No.
Geminis.
They're not two-sided?
That men have not been two-faced.
No, me neither.
They
breast just stink. That's it.
Oh, wow.
The Geminis.
Gemini's breast stink.
Geminis.
Oh, God, you must be Gemini? Like, how you know?
I don't know any Capricorns.
Capricorns?
I'm sorry if anyone was watching your Capricorn.
Yeah.
Guys, we're sorry to all the signs.
Yeah.
On behalf of Gama 305, but clearly he has experience with a lot of pussy. That hasn't gone well for him.
At night, Capricorns don't wipe their ass.
At night, Capricorns don't wipe their
stubborn.
Capricorns don't wipe their ass at night, y'all.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Really?
They're the most. And
They're loyal?
The Taurus are the most loyal of all time. In my opinion. Stubborn as
I hate
hell.
storm.
What is Nancy?
Oh my God, can't
A
do
Taurus
it.
is so.
She's a Taurus?
Yes.
Be like, I don't apologize.
Oh. So she's not out there fucking down hoes in Miami after all?
She's yes.
Oh, all this time we thought she was fucking. When she leave the house, every time. No, she's not. She's loyal. Oh,
It's just me being the whore.
So yeah, where did we leave off? We're talking about topics, and then we were talking about all the girls that he messed with, and they pussy not right. We got off topic. What were we talking about?
Tips on
relationships.
Oh yeah, on maintaining health. Yes.
I'll chime in.
Okay.
I
Yes.
didn't go.
Okay.
So I am right now, because I used to be, before 2019, a serial relationshipper. Take away from my business. So now I'm just dating. I'm not being a hoe or anything. But I do, because the first couple months of the year, I was like, okay, I am just doing work and I don't feel like are people looking at me? So I started dating. So I go on several dates. I felt like I should.
See?
Be energized and still get that, little,
Right.
And then I go back.
Oh, okay, you want that little time, like
We
10
have
minutes.
2, 3 dates max, and then.
You done with me.
But
Oh my God, just want someone to front. Gotta go. I'm like, where you going? Oh, gotta live my life.
But I'm talking about it.
I'm busy. I'm booked and busy.
I gotta live my life.
Yeah.
So does it ever interfere with what you have going on?
No, because I want to know from day one.
Okay.
Career first.
I want to feel nice.
Like, hey, you got 3 days.
Like
You got 3 days, nigga.
That's
When I
it.
have sex, we're not doing any of that.
Oh, wait, no
You
sex
good
either? Oh, wait,
I have
pause.
one person for that.
Oh, okay.
Consistent.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Is he
responsible.
your consistent though? If he not,
Does it matter? Don't fuck it up. Gamma, don't fuck it
As
up.
long as you clean, I am serene.
I'm a hater.
She said, long as you are clean, I am serene.
I know that's right. Gamma, don't fuck it up now. Leave the man alone. Don't be cock blocking.
Yeah.
Fucking purple ass niggas always talking shit. Fuck up. Fuck it up. Shit.
Have the nerve to say
Purple ass motherfucker. Shut
about
up.
here he is, pussy.
Shit.
What you not gonna do is
What
talk
you
about
not
best
gonna
friend
do.
sign, okay?
Shit.
Aquariuses are amazing.
Hello.
Okay.
So, okay, so the actually, we're gonna have a show about that.
Yeah.
On feminine wellness.
Yes.
Coming up. Actually, that's gonna be the next show.
Yes.
That we have. That's gonna be episode 19. So we're gonna get them cleaned up for you, Gamma.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
we got
that.
you, Gamma.
We got you. We got you. So that's episode 19, actually.
Yeah. Oh, what you said? We got you.
Oh.
Aquarius. Oh, get them right.
So
What we got?
So tip number 5: clarify your work hours and expectations. So Mimi talked about that. She said how she told niggas straight up, look, motherfucker, let me tell you what I got going on in my life.
Right.
These are my priorities.
Yes.
This is what I do.
Right.
These are my hours, and you are important to me. However, this is the time that I have allotted for
Right.
you.
And
That's
it's
important.
non-negotiable.
Right.
It's non-negotiable, which means no matter how good the dick might be, it's non-negotiable.
You know, Gianfranco kind of touched on that. What were he had a
did.
list. Like, he had a list of. I can't
What
remember.
episode was that again? 9, 10? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But no, it was. You're right.
We had a past guest that was on who kind of talked
Something
about the
about the
same
pillar.
thing in his relationship, that he had these pillars.
Yeah.
And he made it very clear, that he's an ambitious person.
Health, wealth, something and something.
Which I forgot. Anyway, it was good. Y'all go back and check
was
out that
good.
episode if we could
Yeah.
ever figure out which one it was. It was a male perspective one.
When he spoke of that, and he spoke of the importance of making sure that when you have these conversations with these people that you're meeting, they understand that you're serious and your behaviors match that, right?
Right.
Because sometimes we do get dick down.
Yes.
And you start saying things and you start, creating routines.
And then they be whispering in your ear, child.
And then you got caught up.
And then you be like, oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? 3 years later, you living with the bitch, got a business with her, and, talking about having babies.
The fuck?
Wait a minute.
Nah. No, but seriously, you do have to make sure that you stand to that. Because it can be difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when you have not found a circle of people that are doing what you're doing and can appreciate your hustle.
Yeah.
You get lonely.
Yeah.
So when a nigga want to come around with the good D, kind of hard to not say no.
I'm just saying, and that dick be long too, and got girth. Shit. Sorry.
Don't. Let me flash it. Podcast after dark. After dark.
We gonna say it later. But then for females it's different though, man. Like we can't tell y'all we tired of, we busy, we doing this, we doing that.
You're right.
Hell no.
You're right.
Well, so can I say?
I even post by myself. I still get a headache.
Can I say something?
Nah, this and that. But as far as you know what I'm talking about? On top of that, I take time out the day. I take time to go chill, to go relax, to go out. I love going out. That's my thing. So I take time to go out and stuff like that. But then if I need a whole day of me hustling, me handling my business, I need a whole day of me just hustling my business.
And she needs to be understanding of that.
Yeah.
And that's what,
you know what I'm talking about? Like, let me do that, and I'll show you my work.
Right.
I'll talk to you. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, right here doing this.
Right.
And that's where the expectations come in.
Right.
But when we talked about on that show with Gianfranco, a lot of women they'll say, okay, yeah, I could get down, I could be down with that, I understand, but then try to change you.
Yeah.
So when the DOD, when he was out there living his life and being the fucking whore that he was. Oh, sorry. Is that person?
It looked like it.
Oh, sorry.
There's a zoom in there.
Not that he cheated on me, but we were broken up. We still broken up.
Let's be clear.
We're in a fake relationship.
They were clearly broken up.
Motherfucking hoes. We were clearly broken up. Not together, but talking about,
when he had the rights to poke his dick in other vagina.
All of them, but other.
Whatever. That nigga. Anyway, one of the things that we talked about during the time when we were dating other people was he found that when he was trying to build, I'm going to talk about what he's doing, but start his career, and he found that it was really difficult to get some women to understand, I got to answer this email.
Yeah.
I got to take this call.
Yeah.
And not be upset about that. Yeah. So it really does help if you're with someone who understands what you're going through. And look, I may not be able to see you this week because I got appointments. We may not be able to have a date tonight, but I'll make it up to you next week.
Yeah.
Having someone that understands your life, your lifestyle, and they got to trust you, of course, because trust is important. Because, of course, Gama, they probably think you out there fucking because you look like one of them niggas.
But I'm not.
I can't. See, you were trying to possibly salvage a little bit.
No.
Sorry, Gama, you not out there fucking
up on your own self.
Because it sound like it. Because you just know about everybody and they fucking pussies. So how you know so much, nigga?
I'm not fucking. I'm just fucking. I'm like fucking. You just fuck. I'm just fucking.
What?
You wanna fuck? Yeah, I just fuck.
Oh my God! When are you gonna be?
Other niggas like fucking.
Wait. When are you performing again? What's this date? I gotta.
Sunday,
May 19th.
Y'all. All Blue Coat in Hollywood's Jamaican restaurant.
Tell them.
Yeah. Nigga, I may have to come see your black ass.
So
black.
They love me.
Wait, is there gonna be enough lighting?
What was that? They love me because I do crowd work. I fucking love crowd work.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly, when I go to a comedy show, that's the part that I enjoy the most. Is when they start roasting people in the audience.
How you doing? What's that?
Yeah.
That's why I sit in the back because I want you to remember.
Exactly.
No.
What's crazy tonight? I'm gonna go to the 19 hole to go they talking about it would be 15 minutes for me to play. I'm like, thank God. Okay, cool. 15 minutes, I'll play all day.
That's a lot of time.
I'm taking 20.
Now you know you're all right now.
I'm taking 20. I know 5 minutes. Listen, you give me 5 minutes. I got the hottest 5 minutes.
Here's how we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, no, nigga.
When I say you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes is 5 minutes.
The first 2 rounds are 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you got to be a straight shooter.
I got a hot
shooter. If you make it to the 3rd round, you have 5 minutes.
If
the 3rd round.
This is cutthroat.
So
Is it based on laughter? Can I go there and jump on the floor and die laughing when Gama come out? Would that help him to win?
We got HBO Def Comedy comedian from P. Diddy back in the day, Razor comedian.
Hello.
Raising the
We
building.
have Julie Bias South Florida comedian.
Yeah,
And
actually New York, everywhere. She all over.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
dope.
From High Low News and Trucking Ain't Dead podcast.
Yeah.
That the event. And then the fun part is 2 random audience members will be the last 2 judges.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Some American Idol type shit.
I like that. I like that.
Okay, so paint the picture of this, because this is not just your regular comedy show.
Yeah.
Clearly, okay.
Clearly
so
not.
I done bought my ticket. I walk in the door. I sit down.
And what?
What's coming?
You sit down. The server comes, asks you what you want to drink.
Okay.
You start sipping.
All right.
I'm on in my fabulous outfit.
Get it?
Tell them.
And then the show starts with me letting you know who the judges are. The first full 7 comics go up in the first round.
Okay. 7 comics.
7 comics.
Nice.
In the first round.
Nice.
Second round is 4 comics.
Okay.
So we get rid of 3.
First elimination.
First elimination.
3 gotta go.
3, they gotta go.
Okay.
Then the last round is the top 2. The last 2 will go head to head for 5 to 7 minutes.
So they go head to head against each other.
Against Gama. They go whoever go against head to head against me.
Manifest that shit, sir.
You better.
Manifest that shit, sir.
It's who's going down. Who's going against him at the end?
It's 11 competition. I won 9.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, you
But
don't
you know what? You
I'm
forget
ready.
the other comedians have been winning too.
They've been winning too.
Jay and JJ.
Shay my baby. She a killer. JJ is
Y'all hear this?
JJ a finesse. He'll beast himself.
JJ.
Ronnie got jokes. Him too. And
They may have something good going on.
Yeah.
We may have to show up to this one.
Is a destroyer. So it's like, okay, you got some hitters. So it's
This is like that
let's
old
see what
school
happens.
comedy shows that we used to
Comedy.
actually enjoy. Comedy,
Yes.
you know what I
That
mean?
was what I was
So
like.
you're bringing that back.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I grew up on Comic View, and I'm like, I need.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. I
That's
like
dope.
it. It's like the 90s party
And I
version of
love
comedy.
comedy.
Yes.
I love
And
comedy.
it's
Yeah.
an intimate space. With
Yeah.
a lot of space. When people say intimate, they think it's 4 seats.
No, yeah.
There are
Okay,
a lot
I was
of
gonna say that. She said
But it's
intimate.
intimate in the
Intimate
sense
enough,
of
yes.
it's Jamaican owned and operated, so the servers are all
Nice.
West Indian and leave it at
All right, so the vibe of the day, yes,
curry and
Curry good, curry chicken.
we not talking about
You got curry coochie. You got curry
See,
coochie.
here we go with this shit.
Curry Gucci.
Ain't nobody said
Ain't nobody currying no Gucci.
nigga.
some jerk.
What do this man? Where him come from? Oh
my
yeah,
God.
305. That's right.
Right.
Come from.
So yeah,
Where come
it's
from?
Yeah. So I think this is going to be an amazing show. I
Dope.
sincerely wish you guys all the best. I
Yes.
know it's going to be dope.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on. I've learned so much about,
Yes.
first of all, what you guys are doing. It was great having a conversation with fellow entrepreneurs, because again, one of the things we talked about with discussing our Anne Marie's is about being entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a huge part of our character. So
Absolutely.
to hear different perspectives of entrepreneurs and kind of what they're going through, the things that they use. Also a different age group.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're the youngest we've had thus
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
Right? So this was
Shout
really,
out to
really,
the
really-
millennials.
Shout out. So definitely, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me Gama 305 Instagram, Gama Sis Facebook.
Gotta spell that one.
Yeah, you got this.
Please.
That's don't worry about that one.
Okay.
But the main one where you can find me is Down Here PC, Down Here Miami, Down Here Podcast. It's an upcoming company that we have. It's going to start its own little clothing brand, Down Here PC, Down Here Entertainment. We're trying to have like GMC, Lionsgate, and all that.
Okay.
Here
That's
in
what's up.
South Florida.
Okay. So you email me that information so I can kind of make sure that the people have easy access to it, because I hear a motherfucking word you just said.
I was trying to jot something down. Down here, PC Entertainment Podcast. Down here, down here, down
down
here,
here,
down
yeah.
here. He down.
I
Yeah.
thought it was me and the Hennessy.
No, down here. I got you.
You down
I got
here.
you. I do
Down
some
here.
editing. I do some editing and have some shit above your head or something like that. I'll figure it out. Where can they find you, beautiful girl?
Everywhere at Mimi Round the Way, just like the LL Cool J song.
Hey, all I need is around the way, girl,
Hey.
round the way. That's the one for. She's the only one. You gotta get it,
Keep
girl.
going.
I love me some LL Cool J back in the day. I was
Yeah.
a low key stalker.
So
Yes.
yeah, so meet me around the way.
Okay.
And you can get your tickets. Keep up with South Florida Comedy Slam. www.southfloridacomedyslam.eventbrite.com.
Awesome.
That's what's up.
And where can we find
Can I just say it real quick? But
What?
that's the reason why I wear bamboo earrings to
At
this
least
day.
2 pair.
That's so at least 2 pair. That is
Yeah.
why I have 2 pair of bamboo earrings to this
Can we
day
also
because of that
play
song.
in our Bad Attitude?
Hello.
Because come on.
Hello.
having a moment, guys.
Sorry.
She knows how I feel about her bonding with other women. I get very jealous and very territorial.
That's Mimi.
Hold
on. That's Mimi. She's
Calm
from
down.
around the way. Good bitch.
Calm down. I get very territorial, and you know this.
Calm down.
Calm that shit down.
Sorry, friend.
Calm that shit down.
I'm sorry, but what did you say now?
And where can they find us?
Every other Thursday, 8:30 p.m., y'all. We're here on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, iTunes. We everywhere, y'all.
We are everywhere, guys.
Facebook, everywhere, y'all. Thank you
on the show. And
We
thank
appreciate
you guys
y'all.
for once again being with us here at
Podcast These Nuts. Bye, y'all.
Oh.